presentation we discuss about research methodology. So here's the content we discuss in this meeting about research methodology, like introduction, purpose of research, characteristics of research, and type of research process, and so on. The first slide is about research. The word research is comprised of two words, re plus search. It means search again. So research is the essential and powerful tool in leading men towards progress. And research methodology is a specific procedure or technique used to identify, select, process, and analyze information about the topic. A second slide about purpose of the research. The purpose of the research is to discover answer to question through the application of scientific procedures. And the importance of purpose of research is validate intuitions, improve method, demand of the job, and publication of patents. Characteristics of research. Following are the characteristics of research. Research is characterized by carefully designed procedure and apply rigorous analysis. It involves the quest of answer to unsolved problems, and it is carefully recorded and collected and emphasize to the development and generalization of principles, theories, and procedures. Types of research. We research on classified on the research on the following types. On the basis of utility of content of nature, be classified research on fundamental research or experimental research. The fundamental theoretical research is universal, and in experimental research its utility is limited. On the basis of research approach, we may classify research into two different categories, that is longitudinal research and cross-sectional research. On the basis of method of research, we classified research into five different categories, like philosophical research, historical research, survey research, experimental research, and case study research. Purpose research process. A research process consists a series of actions or steps that define the topic or define the problem, concise the topic, gathering background information like extensive literature survey, review of literatures, and developing the research hypothesis, preparing the research design, and create some objectives or questions, collecting the research data, that is primary or secondary data based on the type of research, and find the sources, and collect the data, find the sources, and analyze the data, hypothesis testing, and interpretation of the research. Then finally prepare a report or presentation or write a paper, and so on. The research problem. Selection of a problem is not the first step in research, but identify the problem is the first step in research. A topic or a statement of a problem and research problem are not the synonyms, but they are inclusive. The topic is definition of the problem which delimit or pinpoint the task of a research. Like we discuss about pathology. So pathology is a broad topic, but we discuss about a particular disease. So this is a research problem on a particular topic. A research problem and variables. So the first variable is called independent variable. This is a part of experiment and it can be changed or tested. Like the liquid used in a water of each plant, it is an independent variable. It changed depend upon research method or research problem. Like we used mineral water, juice, or simple water. And the outcome is called dependent variable. The second variable is dependent variable, which is depend upon independent variable, like the height and health of the plant depend the liquid used to water each plant. Research hypothesis. The word hypothesis consists two words, hypo plus thesis. Hypo means tentative or subject to the verification. Thesis means statement about solution of the problem. There is two type of hypothesis. Null hypothesis, which is represented by H0, and null hypothesis is a state there is no effect or no differences. Alternative hypothesis, which is denoted by H1, it suggests there is an effect or a difference. Steps in hypothesis testing. Then the first step is formulation, formulate of the hypothesis. This is null and alternative hypothesis. Second is select significant label, commonly set as 0.05, 5%. We can set on 0.01 a label. Choose the test statistics based on the data type and resist question. So many statistics test we can apply, like t-test, ANOVA, chi-square test, and so on. Calculate the p-value, probability of observing the data if H0 is true, and make a decision. The importance of hypothesis is determine the type of study and methods used, specifies what data to collect and how to analyze it, focused research, and prevent blind researches. Purpose of a research design. Research design are used to the following purpose: to minimize the expenditure, to facilitate the smooth scaling, to collect the relevant data or technique, to provide the overview of other expertise. Sampling. We need sampling for economy of time, economy of money, true detailed knowledge, utility in experimental studies, and it is reliability because it is based on the probability of theory. Um, we collect samples from a population by two methods: census methods or parametric methods, sampling method or a non-parametric method. The advantages of sampling is it has a great adaptability, it is an economical technique, it has a great scope in the field of research, it reduces the cost of observation or data collections. Here is the method of samplings: probability sampling and non-probability samplings. So in probability samplings, it is the method of sampling which give the probability that a sample is representative of a population, like random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified samplings, multi-stage samplings. In the first figure, the simple random sampling, and we choose random specific sample, random sampling from overall samples, overall population. Then non-probability sampling, in the absence of any idea of probability, the method of sampling is known as non-probability samplings. Non-probability sampling is of different types, like convenience sampling, or accidental sampling, purposive sampling, quota sampling, or snowball sampling. Tools of data collections. Uh, Tools may vary in complexity, interpretation, design, and administration. It may happen that existing research tools don't suit the purpose of the same solution, so researcher should modify them and construct its own. Different tools used for data collection may be questionnaires, interviews, schedules, observation techniques, or scales. Primary data can be collected through laboratory measurement, field conservations, questionnaires, interviews, schedules, etc. And secondary data can be collected from technical publications, data sheets, research papers, manuals, journals, and other. Here's the difference between primary data and secondary data. And Whether a method is used for collection of data, it will be necessary uh, an extensive set of supplementary notes should be made for the following source of data, conditions under which data we gathered. Here's the general rules for data organization. Like, don't collect more information that is required for the research problem. Use clear and explicit instructions in data collection instruments. Make responding to measuring instrument as alternative as possible. Data analysis. Data analysis help in making informed decision, identify traits and patterns, validate hypotheses and theories. Statistical method and techniques have got a special position in research because they provide answer to the problem. Uh, we use different statistical tests for different purpose. Here is the table which show dependent and independent variables and different tests on a different group. Interpretation of data. Data interpretation is the process of making sense of collected data and drive meaningful conclusion to support decision making. We interpret data through tables, diagrams or figures, charts, graphs, etc. And is important for enables information decision, help understand trends and patterns, and validate hypotheses and models. And the research report, a type of research report we used in our purpose, like a technical report, a thesis and dissertation, journal articles or other type of report. Writing a research report, the following steps used in research report writing, like title page include your research topic, your name, institution and date. The abstract summarize the research questions and about your research. Introduction, introduce the topic, states and research questions and hypothesis. Literature review, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion and references. Thank you.